I have a couple of guests in the studio, and always, constantly, especially on Mondays, we talk about pushing artistry. The lows are artists, not just musicians, actors, presenters, DJs, who feel like they need a space, they need the push, but it seems like it's not there. So whenever we hear there are organizations or a group of people who are actually doing this, actually want to help people with royalties and getting them events and helping them on how to save money and longevity in their careers, it seems like a pretty good thing. So I've once again, two guests in the studio, His Royal Freshness, and I have Prince Dynamic. So to get to know, that name is dope. First of all, where's that name from? His Royal Freshness.
It was actually His Royal Freshness because when I was having KKD as my role model, and I inboxed him in the face because like, is that okay if I go with His Royal Freshness PK? And it was like, you can take the freshness because you're young and you have the blood. But I didn't want to go with the blackness. But the point is, I'm a royal, and at the same time, I believe that the biggest royalty is being part of the kingdom upstairs. You know what I'm saying? Nice, so everything that I do, I dedicate it to Almighty God and also my family for making this possible.
Nice. So that's slight introduction, man. Now that's what I call an introduction. So you're here with an artist. I'm Prince Dynamic. We're going to talk to you in a bit, but you heard the intro, what I was saying about people feeling like they need the space, they need the push. What are you up to, and what's your organization about?
So I am the CEO of His Royal Empire. And His Royal Empire is not just going to be one of those numerous organizations or management team that just, subdue or maybe try to accumulate a lot of artists under their umbrella and just, watch them go astray, like a flock in the shepherd.
That happens a lot.
Exactly. But what we hear is to just, have a dynamics, like a kind of like a detour from the normal path, the normal trend that the pace setters already set up for us. We're still using the blueprint, but our main focus is to look into the personal life and what you represent. So what you represent is like, if you're part of the empire, it's a management team. We have the record labels and everything. And our biggest, our first and the biggest act that we had was Legacy NY from New York City, and we came up with a dope music video back in February 24th. And that was the gospel musicians, you know what I'm saying? And we're not just for the gospel musicians. We're doing anything gospel, high life, something that manifest something good into life. It's, music is food, man. So something that can feed the people and the masses out there.
So one thing we're going to talk about is how people can be a part of this, because I'm sure there's lots of people watching going to be like, oh, maybe I could be the next person to be part of the family. And if there's going to be a specific number of people. But Prince Dynamic, tell us about what you do and how it has been a part of this whole organization.
So I've known PK for some years now, and we've been talking. And so what I do is I do music, but the contents of my music will push me to say I do urban gospel, because I do with godly contents and all that. And the background of my music is basically God, because He's done a lot for me and all that. So that's what I do, and we are still talking to see how far we can contribute to the gospel industry as a whole, and push our quota through.
So they're pushing you, they support what you do and everything?
Yes, they're supporting, but we're not officially taking off yet. We are still pushing things together, but very soon we're going to...
So hopefully it kicks off, right?
Yes.
Nice one. So like, as I was saying, how many people do you actually want to work with? Is there maybe 10 people, 5 people? Tell us about it, and tell us about the actual investment, because it seems like this is a huge investment.
It is. And again, like I said, it's an empire, man. And when any empire that you look back into has, it's unlimited. So it's a lot of people that, so first you have the heritage to be a part of the empire. Now, one may ask, what is the heritage to be a part of the empire? It's what you possesses as an act, art, or talent. You know what I'm saying? We try to give the people with that privilege the opportunity to come out there and shine what they have. There's been numerous people that have been knocking and banging on doors of great talent and great, people that already made it and they never had to look at. You know what I'm saying? And all those talents went down the drain. People got depressed with it. But we're here to give people the second chance and also let people understand. So we don't have specifically a limited, a quota. We don't have a quota for it. But what may let you cut through is your talent. That makes you part of that.
So I'm sure you guys are looking out for that. So they're going to give their social media handles in a bit, and you guys can join. But we have a video here which you're going to check out, just so people know what you guys have been up to. So I guess that's the video in the back. What video is that?
The video is Aseda by Legacy NY featuring Fritz Oakley. These are the first musicians, artists that I signed. It's 4 guys in New York.
Okay.
That
Wow.
put this together.
Wow. Guys, actually check this out.
It's gospel coming to the streets.
Cool. Check this out. Tell me what you think. Yeah, cool music video, you know. It's always refreshing and inspiring to see artists come together and being pushed. I think that's the word I was using, being pushed. So we have a trailer which we want to play. We couldn't play the trailer, but tell us about that. And I heard about Nana Finn being part of...
so Nana Finn is our biggest, you know, inspiration, motivation right now. Basically, Nana Finn is the face of our management team. Okay. And also, he's part of our management team and also an artist under my, Empire. And we did that whole talk when I came down to Ghana. We went to sit down, did that interview, did the whole talk, and it's crazy. So watch out for the crazy things that Nana Finn is coming, because he don't just write the songs, he trained vocals, and also everybody know how bad it, you know, people will listen to songs like, is that you, is that you, is that you? That is how good it is, because at the end of the day, people think like, oh, okay, we thought that was this person or that person, but Nana Finn did a whole lot of things, and it's like, he doesn't just do high life or some reggae too. With
so one thing I really want to know is, obviously you have artists in the United States, and you have, God willing, artists here.
Yes.
Probably he might be part of your team. Is it difficult? Tell us about the actual investment. Is it going to be difficult managing artists there? Are you going to have a team that's going to be here?
Yeah, we have a team.
How's that going to go?
We have a team here. We already created a team over here, and we're still creating the team over here.
Okay.
So people with the potentials and the qualifications to be a part of the team. So we're not just looking for the talent, but also people who have the technical know-how and the subject matter experts to be a part of the team. We're looking for that too. We already recruited about 3 folks since we've been in Ghana.
Wow.
They did the Facebook Live interview with my PA, and everything is just on point with that. So we already did that, and now it's for us to just start looking into other factors. When I leave, structures are being put in place to make this happen. Okay. This is what we went to school for, and this is what we love to do. So it's all about the passion.
Nice one. Hopefully it actually works out and that longevity is there, because you know artists also get scared because they hear, oh, there's going to be this support, and then it usually doesn't happen. But I hope these guys, they get it right. So where can we find you? Social media, Facebook?
Before we get on social media, I also like to let people understand that we're not just, we keep talking about artists, but you know, actors and actresses and different talents. Like another guy that we signed, Chief Kofi, look him up on YouTube. Very dope. He's the violinist. Like this dude can crack the volume with any song. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we go and cooperate with our performance and stuff like that. We're looking at theater performers, try to come up with something pretty soon to hit the screens of Ghana TVs and also TVs outside in the diaspora. So that's one thing. Our social media handles, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. On Instagram it's his Royal Empire or his Royal Freshness PK. That'll be my private one, and the Empire is his Royal Empire. On Facebook is the same thing, it's Royal Freshness PK or PK P-KAY or Fourier Senso. The Fourier Senso is hyphenated. And also the Facebook name for the Empire is also his Royal Empire, which is the Facebook page.
How about you, man? Where can we find you on social media?
So on Facebook I'm Prince Dynamic, but the Dynamic ends with a K. And on Twitter to Prince Dynamic, and on Instagram Prince_Dynamic.
You have some songs out there?
Not yet. I'm still very soon.
Nice one. So please check them out.
Crazy vocalists.
Yeah, man. Support them. Crazy vocalists, like you said. It's real for Charlie. You're decked out, man. You actually live up to your name. He's decked out.
I'm trying to be like you when I go out.
He's straight. He's decked out, Charlie. Thank you guys so much for coming. I'm sure we'll have you on some more to talk to you about how everything is going. So please hit him up. Like I said, not just artists, presenters, DJs, musicians, instrumentalists, follow them. You could be a part of the family. And is there anything you want to add?
Believe. So the trailer I'm the brand ambassador. His Royal Empire is the brand ambassador for the trailer, African Child. And it's about to reiterate our heritage, where we came from, how we started, and how the African child is being deprived of a whole lot of things, but we can make a lot from nothing. So that is what the trailer is coming, and it's a short film coming up, hitting the African Child Day somewhere in May, June. So that's what we're looking at right now. I'm very, very like, you know, I wish we could have the trailer.
Nice one, man. So yeah, support them and they might support you. You never know. You never know.